Good afternoon. Welcome on in to another episode of From Day One, the afternoon edition. So the judges are ready. Let's find out what's happening in the good old court this afternoon.
What's your name, please?
Nikita Franklin.
In just a moment, Mr. Franklin.
Yes, ma'am.
You have 4 files here today.
Whoa.
Yes.
And I believe that you've been arraigned on most of them.
And can I say something to you, Your Honor? I don't want to go overboard or do too much, but I'm incarcerated right now because I called the police yesterday.
Mr. Franklin, we don't want to talk about that right now.
Do not talk about your
Whatever you're about to tell me is not accurate anyway. So I have your files. I have a police report. I have the brand new charges against you. So, yeah.
Your Honor, one clerical question. I have 5 files. Do you maybe...
yes, there are 5.
Okay, 4 misdemeanor and then the new felon.
4 misdemeanors and then the new one. Right.
Ooh,
thank you.
Even worse.
Like I said, I'm on my own today, and
You're good.
No, I'm not, but...
we'll get through it. No,
yes, I'm not good, but I'm okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's handle the ones where there hasn't been an arraignment yet first, just as a matter of housekeeping. So that would be State of Michigan versus Nikita Franklin 2021405. The attempted R&O, he's not been arraigned on that one. And then I believe that the new felony is the other one that he has not been arraigned on.
Oh, shoot.
Which is 22FB1091. I've received a petition requesting a court-appointed lawyer. I will sign that. You may proceed when you are ready, Ms. Apple.
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Franklin. At this time, we will waive a formal reading of those charges and stand mute to both of them.
Okay. Ms. Armstrong, did you tell me which files you wanted to address bond on?
Only the...
He's going to make a global...
Well, basically, my biggest argument will be on the new case, the felony matter, and the court should take whatever considerations based on the several bench warrants.
Yes. Okay, why don't you go ahead then, and we'll move on after that. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And this Fawn Armstrong on behalf of the people. On the new felony matter, the arraignment as to bond, we are asking for a home confinement with a GPS tether. People are very concerned with the weapons that were allegedly in his possession, the ammo, and also the verbal threats stated to the police officers. One threat that he was going to kill, I think, the mother of his child, and another threat saying, next time I'll just start shooting.
Yeah, it doesn't
he had
sound good, Your Honor.
he had 2 different weapons in his home and several pieces of ammo. The police also, we don't have labs yet, so there's no charge on it, but in the kitchen they also found what appears to be a crack rock and a scale. He also has a history, at least from 2011, of having an illegal weapons charge. So I would ask for the home confinement with GPS tether.
Okay, and okay, I'll come back to you if I have a question.
Okay.
Go ahead, Miss Apple.
Thank you, Your Honor. Regarding bond today, Mr. Franklin and I did discuss in depth the new charges as well as the failure to appear on the other 3 files. I would note one of the addresses in the system on the 192 file did have an incorrect address, and I explained to Mr. Franklin how his importance in attending his court hearings. He has indicated to me that he was involved in a car accident that left him with a pretty severe brain injury. He has stated his mom takes care of him, helps him get to therapy appointments and doctor's appointments. And he has some memory issues relating to that. I explained to him, going forward, court hearings are going to be mostly over Zoom. So he'll be notified to his phone, and has said that would be helpful to him. I did discuss the bond form regarding the home confinement. He has we have no objection with that if released. He does have 3 young children that he cares for that live with him. So we would be asking for a PR bond today in order for him to return home and
5
and
cases
take care of
with
those
a
children
felony, really?
and continue his just medical treatment, as well as continue on some medication for his antidepressants, as well as the traumatic brain injury that he has.
Okay, so it really, the argument that you're making, Miss Apple, really makes it sound like Mr. Franklin is not a person who should have firearms. You're talking about him having a brain injury and 3 small children in his home and medical issues. What?
I apologize, ma'am. I know what I'm being charged for and what it looks like, but I don't even. My children stay at that house, but those firearms are in my girlfriend's name. That's not my firearm.
Isn't it the address that you just gave me?
But that was the address because the address on file was my mom's address, and I'm no longer living there. And they wanted the address on file where I could accept mail. So I had to give. That's the address where I was being harassed from, ma'am. It was, and the address that I just gave you.
You told Miss Apple that you are the caregiver for your children and that you need to get home to take care of your kids.
Yes, ma'am. And
so where are you? So
I'm sorry, ma'am.
What you're saying doesn't make any sense, Mr. Franklin.
No, it
I'm
isn't.
trying to tell you, I had a brain injury. What I'm telling you is, I take care of my children. I really do, ma'am. Like, I'm their primary. I will not lie to you, ma'am. I will not lie to you. Like, this is not nothing.
Where do you live?
I drive. That's where I'm really homeless, ma'am. I don't have a place of residence. If you want to be honest, I'm not on that lease over there or nothing, ma'am. But I am active in my kid's life, and I'm, between me staying in my car, my children mom's let me come stay over her house sometimes. She does. And I'm being honest, totally honest with you, ma'am.
So you're saying that you take care of your kids, you're their primary caretaker, and then at the end of the day, you leave and go sleep in your car?
No, like, I don't stay there, ma'am, is what I'm saying. Like, that's where I accept.
Then you're not a primary caregiver.
Where do your kids live?
At that house. But I have 9 children, ma'am, that I care for. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I have 9 children biologically kids that are mine. And I move around a little bit because I have children.
Miss Apple, is that your understanding of what he told you?
I apologize.
My understanding is that he stays at that address, 1340, that is the mother of 3 of his children.
Yes, ma'am.
He did state to me that the guns are registered to her, and that 3 of his children live there, and that's who he cares for.
I apologize, Miss Apple.
But he further stated that he does stay there with her. I don't know fully what that means or entails, but he kind of stated the same thing. He's trying to tell you that he's not on the lease.
I apologize too, ma'am. I apologize for confusing you guys. I really do. I apologize.
Okay, you're not nothing that you're saying is making me feel any better about this situation, frankly.
It isn't, Your Honor.
Because it sounds even more unstable.
Hi, unstable.
I apologize, ma'am. I was being harassed, and I made a phone call, and I went to jail because they had a search warrant, and they found guns in the house.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. But you also missed some court dates, and the police report. You made some statements about killing people. That's a problem.
Ma'am, I was just being woken up.
Mr. Franklin, just
shut up.
I apologize, ma'am. I was just scared. I was scared for my life. Like, somebody's coming to my house, banging at the door at 8 o'clock in the morning. I got kids here. I did call dispatch, and I was cussing and yelling. I was frightened, being woke up out my sleep. I got a brain injury. This is not no justification. And I do accept everything that's going to happen to me, ma'am. But I just want to tell you, I was scared. And I got small children that I love. And I was scared for our life, for our safety. That's why I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I really do. Like,
One of the conditions of your bond is that you are not to purchase or possess any firearms, weapons, or ammunition.
Yes, ma'am.
That's not even
negotiable.
And I have a copy of the request for the search warrant, and they arrested you. You had a loaded pistol in your pocket.
I didn't have a loaded pistol.
You did.
No, I did not.
I'm looking at the police report here. I printed it out before doing
The
this. So
police report says
you did.
You got a loaded pistol in your
It
pocket.
was not, ma'am.
Just a minute, Mr. Franklin.
Ma'am, I think you, Your Honor, I think you got the same copy I do here.
Yes, I'm listening.
Read it to the
When
idiot.
they came to the door, before I called dispatch police and was telling them, I'm going to kill somebody. I don't even know where my child mother
Oh, that's
keeps
even
those
better.
guns.
I'm
But
gonna
in the
kill
kitchen,
somebody?
there's the clip. I had a clip in my pocket. And so when the police come to my door, Nikita Franklin, you're making those threats. And they snatched me out. I had a clip. I didn't have the weapon. I don't even know where she placed those weapons at. They're not mine.
You're not allowed to possess ammunition either.
I understand that, man. Like, no, I really do. That's what I'm saying. I did not have a weapon. I did have that clip. And I didn't even know.
And you failed.
Located a loaded pistol magazine in Nikita's pocket. Oh, it's a magazine. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. See, you just scared me because I'm thinking you trying to say they had a loaded pistol in my pocket. That just made my
That's what I
heart.
thought it said.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I just got so scared.
You're not allowed to have ammunition either. Go ahead, Miss Armstrong.
Yeah, you're still fucking up.
The one thing I wanted to bring up is that the magazine was found in his pocket. Once it was recovered from his pocket, it's at that time he told the police he planned on killing that bitch today. Also, the handgun was located. He indicated he was asleep on the couch. Police, after the search warrant, were able to find the loaded pistol
Under the couch cushion.
under the couch cushion where his phone was, where he indicated he was.
Oh.
He also told the police, I got assault rifles and everything. Based on his statements today that he doesn't actually live there or reside at that location, I'm unsure if a home confinement will work to that location. If he's
I'm going to give him a financial bond. I'm not doing home confinement. Okay, Miss Apple, is there anything else you wanted to say?
Nothing further at this time.
Okay. Mr. Franklin, I hear what you're saying to me, and it's not as simple as you want it to be. Okay? You threatened people's lives. You're in possession of ammunition. You told the police that you'd been sleeping on the couch. There was a loaded pistol under the couch cushion where you had been next to your phone. There are assault weapons there. You've missed court dates. This is not a situation where you can leave the jail and have me feel okay about that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so on each of the misdemeanors, well, let's go through them one at a time. That makes more sense. Okay. 202-1265. This is a larceny charge that was treated as a domestic violence, I believe. You pled guilty to a reduced charge, and you missed a sentencing date in January of 2021. So that was 15 months ago, 16 months ago. Judge Tabby set the bond at $10,000, 10%. I'm going to keep that bond for that case. Because you've been gone for so long. That's a long time to not be coming back to court when you know you need to do that.
I had the address on file was not updated. I'm not trying to make an excuse.
That's your fault, not ours.
Correct.
Plus, we had the same email that you gave me today. Okay. And you allowed a year to go by where you didn't contact the court at all to find out what was going on. Okay, so we'll schedule the sentencing on that matter. So that's $10,000, 10% on that one. Okay, all of your previous bond conditions continue on this matter.
What is that, ma'am? I'm sorry. My bond conditions?
Your bond conditions on this file were no contact with the alleged victim. Do not go to her address on MacArthur Boulevard. No alcohol, marijuana, or drugs. No firearms, weapons, or ammunition. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. No criminal behavior, no assaultive behavior. On 202-1405, this is a charge where you've not yet been arraigned. On this matter, this isn't a charge of assaulting, resisting, or attempted assaulting, resisting, or obstructing a police officer. On this one, I'm going to set the bond at $5,010%, primarily because I'm setting bonds on the other files. If this were the only file, that this might be appropriate for PR bond because it's an attempt, but because the other things are happening, that's not appropriate at this time. Okay, on this file, I'm not putting any extraordinary conditions. The conditions are that you are not to purchase or possess firearms, weapons, or ammunition, no criminal behavior, no assaultive behavior. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. 192-1422, Superior Township versus Nikita Franklin. That's a failure to display a valid driver's license. For that one, I am going to give a personal bond given the nature of that charge. No reason to be concerned with time served or anything like that. So that's a personal bond on that file. State of Michigan versus Franklin, 2120177. The bond on this one is a $5,010%. This is a trespass charge. And a court date was missed back in,
I believe, May of 21.
So you have 3 files on May 24th, 1 on May 23rd, and then we have this felony. Okay, and then that leaves just the felony. I'm going to set the bond on this one at $5,010% and order a, I'm going to order a GPS tether with that location, Chestnut Drive as the home tethering. If that's not where you want to be tethered, you're going to have to speak with Judge Simpson about that. So the tether is in case you post your bond and get out.
Simpson.
So if I post my bond today, I can get out today?
You can get out when your bond is posted, yeah.
So how much? Could you tell me how much is my bond, man?
Infinity.
Total 2,100, I believe.
2,100
on all 5.
2,100,000.
So could the bail bondsman help me with that, or would I have to pay the whole 21?
You can talk to a bail bondsman. That's between you and that person.
My GP, like if I post bond right now, they will put a tether on me right now to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that because I thought they had to like program it or something.
They will program it, but it's going to be put on you before you leave the jail.
Okay.
Okay, while you're on bond, no alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs, no purchase or possession of firearms, weapons, or ammunition. Did you want a no contact order on this one, Miss Armstrong? I don't see that that was specifically requested, but it seems like it should be given
the situation.
There is a no contact order on one of the misdemeanors.
If that's the person that he is speaking about, I guess that's something that I wasn't certain of.
Okay, and I'm not going to ask him because I don't think he should have to say that against him. Okay, so we won't do that. I am going to say no assaultive, harassing, intimidating, molesting, wounding, or threatening behavior towards any human being that lives on planet Earth.
I like that one.
And no leaving the state of Michigan without permission of the court. And as I said before, no firearms, weapons, or dangerous firearms, ammunition, or dangerous weapons. So I know you're unhappy. So am I. All right. Don't do whatever it is you think you're doing that you think is okay, because it's going to end you back up here. And I'm The weapon situation.
My mother was coming to my house harassing me, and I called the police, and because I made a couple threats.
That's right. I know that's how it started, and then when the police got there and found all of the rest of it, and you started saying the things you were saying,
I know, man. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was scared for my
Franklin.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why you think that what you did is okay, because all of that stuff is how you ended up in jail. And I hear what you're saying. You want me to understand that you were behaving in that moment based on fear and doing what you thought made sense.
I'm not like that. That's not me.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If you're not like that, don't be like that. Then you don't need to be back here again. Okay. Thank you. You can stand up and step out. Okay, do you guys want me to take 5 minutes and do his files, or do you want to work through everybody? I don't care.
Up to you.
Right, well, here comes someone. We'll do him.
Okay.
And with that, we'll leave the court case to a close. We'll ask you to come on back to us tonight for more from day one. Until then, like, share, and subscribe. Be kind to one another and release the Krakens as we do march along this afternoon and every afternoon here from day one. Help us get to that goal of 50,000 views, 1,000 subscribers. Suboxy sends those packages, and Google will put us on the algorithms. Again, we'll see you tonight, and thanks for watching.